and that is no fun for anyone.
Now, we will be kicking this one off here, seeing who started where, and that is determined by a knife round when we get into the third maps of a best-of-3 series here during the ESL Pro League. So here's the big reveal for everybody playing at home. It looks like OG would have won the knife. Godsent will be starting on the T side. Maiden has a P250. Crystal has a Molotov, a smoke, a decoy. Zen with a smoke and a flash as well. And on the other side of things for their buy, you will be seeing Aldo with some nades, Alexi B with some flashes and a kit. Now, early flash towards Ivy. Out for information will go Mantu. He finds one, unable to get the second. So there's a trade kill.
With the fact that his first bullet drew blood, got the hiccups. That's not ideal.
Not for casting, no. Do we have to scare you?
I'd rather you didn't.
Rush, you want to come out here and get ready to fight Alex? I'm sure that'll scare him.
Did that work?
Yeah.
Physical altercation.
I feel that worked.
How about if I snap someone right as they die? This might take a little bit of prep here.
Right, you're going to try and cut directly to the person that... Okay, that would be quite scary.
And that might scare you a bit. Smoke coming down. Oh,
who dies? Who do you reckon?
I'm betting...
First death.
I think Crystal. I think he's going to run in.
That's a fair guess.
Sticko,
but you know, he's got the bomb, dude.
Sticko.
He's got all the util. This is a terrible guess.
Sticko at the moment if someone goes in front.
So that's going to be Ivy, just so we're all on the same page. Ivy smoke from Crystal.
We did lose Zen's nade set as well, so that's something to keep in mind.
I think this might be the fancy one. I keep asking for the fancy one. No, never mind. And so it does drop out. Now, bursting through main. Crystal doesn't get his Molotov off towards the stopper. Now he does. Green Train spotted. It's MBK. The threat bomb spotted as well. OG need a couple of clean ones, and Ista's found them both. A pair of frags in quick succession as Alexi finds his first of train as well. OG take the CT pistol.
One thing we need to keep in mind is how quickly the momentum will shift. Godsent had a fantastic first map, but then all that momentum gets sucked out of the room as they get battered in map number 2. Whereas OG, yeah, sure, they started in a horrible fashion, but they turned it around very quickly. So for them, the mental reset, it's not necessary. They can pick up where they left off. Godsent are the ones who need to go to the bathroom, wash their face, have a good hard look at themselves, get some words in the ear from Crystal and Devil Walk so that they can get started into this map. And starting on the T side of train, it's not fantastic. It's not ideal. It's not the place that you really want to be choosing to be on. And they will go with some deagles into the second. Rush, is there any other terminology we use on a regular basis that you think people should understand the definition of?
I think sometimes you say combat AWPing.
Sure. So combat AWPing for those people playing at home is when the AWP gets up close and personal, very aggressive, no scopes, very flicky. AWP is a long-range weapon. It's
a style of play that was kind of popularized to a successful tier 1 level by the likes of JW and Fallen.
Yes.
I would put those two names in that category. So if you like what they do, Art, another good example.
Precisely.
If you like what they do, you like some combat AWPing. NBK has found himself a Zen, not quite converted it. As
Everyone relax on break of set.
The entire desk into disarray. But a 4-on-4 all the same. Issa does get added to the pile. So 2 casualties, 1 on either side. Maiden yet to frag or contribute for Godsent. But MBK low. His responsibility is still towards the bomb train. He's got plenty of teammates in support. Stiko has been parked up in Brown Halls for about 30 seconds now, so he's probably getting a little bored.
They do have enough smokes to do an inner execute. Mantu playing forward on Volda now, and well, okay. They're going to pair up and get up close and personal. You don't want to allow the deagles to get too far into the side. If you can stop them in the choke points, you don't want to take the fight with them as they're postured like over a high ramp. As they're coming out, high ramp is the best position. And same angle right this here from Volda towards low ramp. So the bullets come out. His position's known. Nade from Mantu, and this should be cleaned on up. The double dunk nade. And Zen, well, probably not feeling very Zen right now. 13 seconds left, should go down. Will do. MBK finishes him off, and that will be another save round coming through on the side of things for Godsent going into round number 3.
It's the perfect start for OG. So dream scenario bomb plant. I mean, if this was machine in-game leading a matchmaking game, he's talking about some inner flashes, smoke down the ramp, cheeky bomb plant. Obviously much more difficult when you've got a member of OG locking down that inner site, but let's see what they go for. Some deagles.
Yeah, they go for the double.
No util, interesting.
Double dip deagles like NIP were doing yesterday, right? So they don't go for the full investment in the previous, which gives them the opportunity to go for something a little bit more potent in back-to-back rounds. Exchange of bullets early. Stiko and Issa. Oh, hold up. MBK's gone down.
He has. Stiko standing his ground. Issa's actually just going to confirm it. 5 versus 4 as the nade does connect onto Stiko, but now Zen's deagle's connecting. It seems Godsent's plans are starting to manifest. Issa, 2 bullets lodged in his legs. He's walking around, limping around main. 6 HP, but survival is integral. because it's all onto Valda otherwise. Godsent's Deagles have connected all across the map. Seco started it. Zen catching that inner player all the way at the bend of backtracks. Now, the bomb isn't with them, but they have full access to B. So this is surely, Chad, the Godsent round.
Well, this aggression over towards Ivy from Valda, it's not going to net them anything other than a empty T spawn. The low HP on Issa, it's not going to be too much of a drama if he can... Never mind, I say that. Aiden has full control of any rotations that he might want to pull on out. This is all on Valda. If Issa can get one, if he can just not give the M4 up, there's an opportunity. So there's Valda finding a kill. He needs to find a new direction to get into the site now because they will be expecting the flank, but this is a long, long route for him to get on over. I think the save call has been made.
Wow. God damn. I mean, look at what they actually brought into that. That's unarmored Deagles.
Double dip.
Double dip Deag.
The bloody double dip.
NIP seem to have decided as a unit that that's the ideal reaction to a T-side loss. Maybe it's more map dependent. Of course, I'm sure there's some nuance to it, but double dip in Deags working out wonderfully for them. And look at them, like this is going to do so much for their cash, Chad. This is going to stimulate some real high bankrolls early. In fact, the bomb plant success as well, a little extra cash on the plant.
Farley leaves the round with a Glock, which is just pretty wild to see.
Boom. 7K for Farley. He went Glock, no armor. A recovered FAMAS as well for Maiden. That's gone swimmingly.
It's gone great. And over there for the OG side of things, they probably will still be able to buy. The 2 saved rifles and enough money on the board will allow... Hello, hello.
Whoa.
The opening right there. Good stuff from Steeko.
Ooh, I love it.
Crispy Deag. The crispy Deag right there. The big round to be stealing away. As we take a look what the buy is netting. Farley will be onto that AWP. Zen taking the FAMAS. We have our first gun round in round number 4. So this is regular Counter-Strike. Crystal, he might be isolated here. MBK, has he heard it? Surely he's heard something.
Suspects. And he succeeds. Trying to get away. Maiden's walking on out in pursuit of his first frag here. Ooh. Here's the weapon drop. This is in the up heaven. Oh, Alexi caught out, but he hasn't gone down. Maiden reveals his plans and it labels Issa to trade out nicely. Doesn't want to stick around too long. Smoke not perfect for Steeko. Farley finishing off the work of Crystal. So 4 versus 3, or more like 2.5 after the nade lands on Steeko. Numbers favoring OG by a large margin. There is very little room for maneuver, and it's cut down to size even more. Zen desperately trying to find another.
Oh, he got another one.
He has. Oh my goodness. Valda's flank is everything here. He does eventually get found out. Farley falls, but yeah, they gave it a good go. AWP recovered. Oops.
And Valda, yeah, look, that was a bit of a maneuver right there. He rotated in from the inner bomb site, having 2 go up heaven. I thought would have been enough for OG, but Zen was ready for that, picking up both kills. And well, looking at the Godsent money, because they stole away that second Deagle round they opted for, they do have enough money to go for a light purchase. Farley hasn't invested more than, okay, I say that. The Kevlar comes out, keeps himself at $1,000 dues. Seeker with a couple of nades, and Zen actually starting the round off with the AWP. I think this is because he has a spawn, and obviously their money to be purchasing it. So if he dies, Farley will be able to pick it up, and as the primary AWP have an opportunity to wield it.
In the smoke off the molly was just enough to keep Mantu safe. A little delay on the trigger pull.
One smoke and a flash left. So if Crystal goes down, that smoke will hit the deck. He needs to be careful.
I am finding it interesting which parts he's choosing to wallbang, though. Like, it's nice just for my brain to see, okay, so he's clearly decided that white spot on the pump dog is the wallbang of choice. Is he going to be able to elevate over that? It's an idea, and it's not quite going to bear fruit.
So it's curious right now. Crystal was setting up the deep smoke to go towards the connector position. So as they drop down low ramp, the Deagles are clearly going to flood into the site. They'll post Zen up to kill the rotators coming on through. But as we can see on the radar, it is a passive setup towards the B bomb site.
And there's very minimal util. Farley has been spotted on his way out. Mantu might peek into him, and he doesn't manage to provide anything. But let's not forget, Zen's AWP trying to catch MBK by surprise. The flash is perfect. Completely locks down the AWP. NBK trying to keep the arm's length. Now Zen feels the feed, but the spray is not quite enough from Valda. Zen still vulnerable with that AWP, but eventually the double dunk. That's 2. In 5 rounds of play, we've seen 2 successful double kills with a HE.
For those people who are curious as to how to get that little bit of a one-way smoke, or at least a smoke that you can see over down the low ramp there on the T side, if you drop the smoke in between the train and I guess the ramp, there's like a little gap that you can trickle it down between. It sits perfectly. You can jump down the ramp, you can look over the smoke, and you can cover off those rotations. It's a nice little way to do it if you can isolate an inside holder, bait out his utility early. But that investment from Godsent, it's not going to get them anywhere. A little cat on the window right there, peering at the outside world. And now Godsent take their first tactical timeout here of map number 3. This has been an odd series, to say the least. Blowouts in the top right, 16-3, 16-4.
I need to stop saying odd and peculiar, so let's see if we can get some thesaurus for those. Thesaurus. Odd.
Different, unusual.
Strange, peculiar, weird, queen. Wait, let me try again.
Quirky.
Yep. Funny, bizarre, eccentric, unusual, abnormal, idiosyncratic, unconventional, outlandish, offbeat, and freakish.
Outlandish is a good one. We could probably.
I like outlandish. Put that in my pocket. And unconventional is welcome as well. Abnormal.
That's me.
Oh, I think we're all a little abnormal.
Farley doesn't have a gun. There we go. Now he has Deagle. I think he dropped his Glock across before picking up this one.
Oh, very hard shots to hit. Godsent really are in a bit of a pickle here.
Oh, the Alexi B double AWP's out as well.
Sometimes he does pop off, doesn't he, with the AWP? It's not his weapon of choice, but Train in particular.
The coolest thing about being like a fragging in-game leader is if you know the spots to find the impact, you're going to find even more frags. It's just nuts.
Oh, the totem drop doesn't work. That's a surprise.
It's really gone out of fashion, hasn't it?
I do like the way some teams do it. Team Spirit and Heroic were impressing me in their approach. But that's a cool name for it if you're wondering what you can say to your teammates to get them on your head and descend together. The totem drop. Round 7. Quick recap of it. This is Issa faced with the challenge that's supposed to be the totem drop. But the issue, of course, is that as soon as you lose your teammate beneath you, you have inaccuracy as you descend further. Indeed. So the trade can be difficult if they pull the trigger on the bottom of the pole.
All right, guns are out. Godsent, this is the chance to get the game going in the way that you want it to. You've only won a Deagle round so far. You haven't looked potent on the gun rounds whatsoever. OG are dictating the play, and once again, aggressive towards main. MBK in there early means that as Godsent trickle through there later in the round, they will have to clear it with a flash or be more diligent on their corner clears. This has been close to pop. Nades through. Crystal dropping down with the bomb here. Back on up he goes. Maiden's actually going to play in the smoke. So this little duel here against Issa and Maiden could be absolutely everything.
Good, being the operative word. Valda's got a molly. That's going to suck. Back up the ladder or forward into Issa. Those are their options. A smoke is also there, but there's 2 of them. That confirms there's 2 there. He'll keep spraying. He'll keep spraying. He needs to find Maiden. He does eventually. Body shots galore. He upgrades to the AK. Still chaos in the pop dog. And as the dust settles, another round has gone slipping away. Godsent struggling to post up. Bloody hell, that wasn't too far off. Stika was low as well. That wallbang could have been enough.
You don't see those every day of the week by any means. Now, Stika has to deal with Alexi B. If he just limps through the smoke, he will go down. It could be on the timing as Alexi's actually posted up knowing it could be a possibility. Now it's both AWPs going to be trained on his position. The Julies and Stika, he's going to go down. He does actually take Mantu in the fray right there. So still relatively clean, 6-1.
This was such hell on earth for Maiden. Look at these bullets. He's jumping, hiding, swinging into the Deagle this time. Mantu did get that nice peek into Farley. Starting to feel all good for the OG camp. It's not alarm bells for Godsent yet. This is T-side train, but certainly some space for concerns, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, if they are unable to convert the next gun round, we really need to start getting worried because it looks like another blowout is on the cards. I've had someone tweet on Alex asking what does throwing a spanner in the works mean as far as Counter-Strike goes. So
you want to take this one? Go on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if a kill came in because maybe I could have had an example, but no, not to be. So throwing a spanner in the works would be if an execute's getting set up and the CTs went aggressive and they took someone down while they were setting up a nade. You know, the plan has been foiled.
Yeah, imagine a machine. Hang on. The machine might have to do some commentary now because, of course, with Deagles, Godsent have found their second. The ever-elusive second appears thanks to Stiko and Farley with some magic. I thought that was just the one, but quickly turning it on its head. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can recap that one. Stiko out Pop Dog, 11 bullets in the clip, but Farley was doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. And just like that, the round was over. So OG definitely going to be a little concerned after that one. Maiden's trying to get the juices flowing, not only for his squad, but for himself. He's actually on the T-side AWP here. Interesting choice. So they're definitely willing to take it somewhere else. He's even charging in brown holes. I wonder what his intentions are. Wow, Farley. Wow, Farley tucked in. E-box already. He wants Issa, and he's going to find him as well. NBK vulnerable. Farley could do so much with this. Forcing utility out of the CTs. He's even forced ahead off of the shoulders of NBK. Alexi hunted down by Zen. This time relieves the pressure. Crystal does trade. A 3-on-2 as the bomb goes down.
Difficult way back in here. Volda over the top looking towards E-box. Stiko, he's been spotted. The spam, it's good.
Mantu, mantles. Farley has got util flashes for the fight. Crystal from the other side of Pop Dog. They've got perfect after-plan positions. This is going to get really awkward really fast unless Crystal didn't successfully jiggle and that one just peters out into a whimper. I thought we had real legs to that one, but Crystal just couldn't quite get the information safely. Admittedly, look at the plant, like he had to go uncomfortably wide to check that.
Point of contact. Farley's done well in the last 2 rounds with the openings. You can see the 2 here just on the recap with the highlights. But for Crystal, it's, yeah, look, you want to be swinging to fight the diffuser, but it's such a tight line to be going for. That's a good plant for team main. Definitely not for if you're in cutout or in Pop Dog. So maybe not the best positioning in the post plan as the guy in the middle on the bottom, he's fallen asleep. As the scoreline is 7-2, the guns are back out. Farley on the AWP. Let's see if he can crack it open. We've seen it with the Deagle and the AK. Mantu will get the better of the primary AWPer of the other side of things. And this is not looking like the start that Godsent wanted. Maiden will pick up the AWP. He's still yet to frag. Not something I've usually seen with this youngster. And Issa takes down Crystal, trying to sneak through the smoke. As quick as these rounds start, it feels like they're over already. Getting back into a 3-on-5 on the T side. Not easy, but Stiko has something to say about that. If he can isolate Volda, which he will, there's a door, it's open.
It's wide open. Stiko's trying to keep it so. He's pulled so many CTs over, but caught by the flank. And the fact that Alexi walked all the way through those halls, the CTs are all too aware as to the potentials. The elevation from Maiden's AWP does enable him to have the fight. He's having a real rough game. And Mantu cleans it up nicely. Good to see Mantu's name in the kill feed. Definitely starting to see his capabilities.
Stiko still has 8.3k, and they only have 2 rounds on the board. The money is so odd right now.
That is peculiar. Sorry, that is...
abnormal.
Abnormal.
Oh, dear. I suppose because before the round that they won was on a low buy, they had an influx of cash coming through. But just for it to be that high, it's still pretty wild. Farley back out on the big green. Let's see if he can get anything done. Flash out. Nades his way. Mantu getting the better of him time and time again.
Yeah, Mantu's definitely just arrived in the server.
Maiden!
All bangs him as well. Maiden 009. He's taking Bond's job and then some.
Oh boy, oh boy. Das ist nicht gut, Junge.
Das ist nicht gut, Junge. Ja, das stimmt. Das ist schlecht.
Ich nicht verstehe.
Ja, du verstehst alles. Mantu, third, found.
Find them all, Mantu. Just keep going.
Give him the ace. Crystal's walking out main. There's a world, but
Everyone's
he's heading in at...
spawn. Just let Mantu go.
He's not got much left for him and as he heads towards the inner side. So it's going to be NBK, maybe even Alexi. Ooh, hello. Ooh, bit of trouble for Crystal. Does molly him into this line of sight, but the smoke down and... Ooh, damn, Stiko. Jumping down the ladder, accurate while doing so, does force the smoke out of Mantu.
He'll get the ace, I guess. There's a chance now. As long as Volda and these meddling kids don't get in the way.
Deliberately loud on the ladder.
Hey, mate, I was just running.
And we've got ourselves another casualty. Crystal gone. Stiko, definitely sharp. Not enough. 9-2. Godsent starting to disintegrate and dissolve into a void here. This is the second shot. What was it? What? It wasn't just. It was just
through
that.
the wall.
It was just that. That was it.
Man.
Wow. Really great positioning from Man2 and great fragging as well. Feeling himself.
Oh dear. This is running away from Godsent very quickly. How many kills are we on Issa? 17. Great game from Issa so far. 17 kills, 2 assists, 4 deaths, leading the score charts. Maiden still yet to frag. Over on the other side of things, as we bring the scores up, it's Stiko leading the way with 10. Everybody else really quiet. Alex, look at this. 6 for Farley, 4 for Zen, 2 for Crystal. So far, it's the Issa and Man2 show. They are beast moding right now. Both over 120 points of ADR.
Like, look at Issa. I mean, I haven't felt like we've seen large contributions from him. Obviously, his name must have just consistently been in the kill feed and also damage. Don't forget, 100 and what was that, 80?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy average damage per round. That's basically 2 kills. Well, 128 to confirm. So we'll be in eyes with Issa to see his routines there, and Stiko's trying to make brown holes happen with Zen.
Oh dear. It's hard to see how they can make it work. The only ways that these rounds have come their way have been through multi-kills of individuals with deagles, right? So when they're going for the set pieces a little bit more organized, that's when OG are able to capitalize. So it's an all-in. Volder to receive. Molly goes out, flash of his own. How many can he get?
Off the flash, he should find one. Holds the spray, there's more trying, and he just closes the gap. Zen will find him eventually, a peculiar loss. And now Mr. Stiko and Farley trying to... Wait, they faked it out? Avoiding the nade, okay. The bomb's still not planted. CT's on this retake. It is going to be made into full again. Quiet game from him on the aggress. Alexi already found both of them. Oh no, Godsent into the site. And even after planting numbers, but it's just over. It is. It's over again. I thought perhaps redemption arc was on the cards as we head into our third. But it seems this feels awfully similar to that of Inferno.
Yeah, all of the momentum from that first map, it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And Maiden's just having one of those games. I'm sure we've all had them. I'm sure everybody at home listening, you've loaded up your matchmaking or your ESCA and you've jumped on in and you've been doing your bots, you've been doing your deathmatch. Everything's feeling good. And then nothing lands. Shots just aren't hitting. And that's what it feels like is happening right now in the Maiden side of things. Normally such a huge factor, helping them with opening frags. Second in behind Crystal with the trades. 0-0-10, not ideal. It's not alone. Other members of the team are also not getting too many kills to their names, so it's just a shutout here from the OG side of things. Crystal, let's see what he can do. Carrigan-esque fashion, Stiko goes down early. Crystal's made it through to cutout, and Maiden, he's on the board. He's taking down Issa. That could be a key. Issa, a big fragger on the other side of things, is Alexi. Flicks onto Crystal, knows another one could be close. Maiden with his second, so this could be the changing.
NBK doesn't seem to think so. Bomb's loose. Valdo, if he continues his flank, could be on the tail of Farley here.
Not at all.
He's heard it all. Zen waiting out NBK in this off angle. Oh, he has the element of surprise here. He's hoping NBK's jiggle is just onto his crosshair. Farley's vulnerable. And dead. Then spotted as well, and Valda's got the spray to back it up. 11 now for the CT side of OG. They are practically confirming that their T side will not have to break too much of a sweat in order to convert a victory here. Down to the 3.44K at the high end. Does mean Godsent are going to have to do either limited util or some MAC-10s behind these AKs. Deagles. Interesting. Hero AK? That's the call?
I may as well just all in. Like,
they've got 1K, 2K, 1.7. It's Maiden trying to find his game. And let's see what he's got for us. Straight out. Good flashes. Issa doing the dance. He uses more. Great precision. Double kill out of the gate. Now we're cooking with gas. Man2 could save things for OG. He knows Green Train's a vulnerability. Spots Farley on the cross. There's another, though, with the bomb. Doesn't spot him thanks to the timing. Smoke on bomb train. Now spots Farley's jiggle. Oh, and that incendiary will continue to slow them down. Valda using the... Whoa, Stiko can't believe his luck.
Not out of the woods just yet. The backlines. Man2's rotating a long way.
It's called 2 Green Train. The only one that's unknown is Stiko, and he just got to kill Pop Dog. NBK knows where all 3 of them are. And he's found Farley with a quick swing. Bomb down to thanks to Crystal. Mantu with an AWP doesn't want to lose things to the tight line. He's trying to get that dunk out. Not quite going to achieve what he needed to set out to do. Looking for a potential wall bang here on that tiny little slither gap. Oh, he actually hits the wall bang, but Crystal hits the headshot. MBK needs to clutch, needs to ace. He's got the smoke. He knows where they are. He just hasn't got the world of time. Crystal coming around the world, does get plucked out, looking for the clutch. 10 HP, he knows Nico's got to have a look. He's got to have a look, and he gets it. I think he's got time. NBK, the natural-born killer, kills them all and collects a 12th round for OG.
Well, another blowout half here, but this one on the correct side for once, Alex. It is the CT side of Train getting shut out, locked down, padlocked, throw away the key.
There's no way in. That was like, again, a brilliant...
Eagles again.
That was Farley, though, you know, previously walking out, getting 2. Now Maiden's walked out and done the same. And both of those examples, they couldn't convert them. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for when with a hero AK start, double kill into the site. OG just really buttoned up. And a lot of util barraging nades into the A site. No one's coming out early. Issa confirms that with his moves. He's already got 19 frags to his name. He's been a real thorn in the side of Godsent's T side. A thorn in the T side, that's something. Put that in my pocket for later.
Another AWP bullet just going shy there with the wallbang from Mantu, still continuing his luck, but they've walked out of main. So look how much space they've been able to take here, and I'm not sure MBK's ready for this. That's an opening, and onto the site they go. So now pressure applied. Alexi B able to remove a little bit. Crystal with another. So the multi-kills are good from the in-game leader, but once again, they find themselves in a number disadvantage. Maiden and Stiko, last alive, have time to work with. You just need to find the heads. Alexi might walk into Maiden's crosshair. He will. 5 for Maiden now. It needs 2 more.
Oh, the timing. I'd be so mad. It's 13. OG coming into the T side of Train, our 3rd map in our first series today. And they're only 3 rounds away.
Safe to say over a year. Still it feels like I saw you every day. Tired of hanging around the ones that always need an explanation. I don't need to every day. Explain myself, don't hold it against me if I'm somewhere else. Put all the masks that I had on the shelf. Wish I could stay, but it's bad for my head. Certain place or a town, feeling safe, feeling sound when I'm still around. But there's something in the distance, I wanna know what it's like. Don't worry, I'm still with you all the time. Explain myself, don't hold it against me if I'm somewhere else. Put all the masks that I had on the shelf. Wish I could stay, but it's bad for my head. Everything I thought
13-2 at the half. OG picking up where they left off on Inferno Nuke. Well, that's a thing of the past. I don't think even Godsent remember that map right now as they are on the back foot. And that's an understatement and a half right there. So let's kick it off. Let's see where half number 2 of map number 3, ESL Pro League, day number 11?
Just take one off of the day number.
Oh, yeah, so tomorrow would be 12.
So it's 11.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, we're live. And maybe for not too much longer, as this one could be very, very quick if OG pick up the pistol. Lots of footsteps heard.
He certainly could possibly pick up this pistol.
This could possibly be round number 16.
Yeah, possibly. Stico pushing up. Very aggressive for a CT to be up to this. And he's ready for it. Valda's a rascal. Well, that's one way to make sure Stico's tilted for the rest of this map. First frag found on a very aggressive CT procedure. Wanted to get some info, and all he got was a bullet in the back of the head.
Look, everyone's got the Vogue Glock, isn't it? It's so good.
It's the nicest one I've seen. Oh, he's matched his gloves with his knife there. Little style icon. Farley also with his nice little Baotasha fanny pack. Ooh, good shots as well from Maiden. Here we go.
All right.
This is what we want to see. Bit of precision coming out from the CTs at this point.
Like a scalpel.
The incision's made. Bomb on its own. Oof. Okay, Maiden. Quiet up until the closing stages of that T side. And it is spotless, practically. Just Stico, the only casualty from his early push. But they don't manage to get too much. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Godsent. If you want to remedy the damage done, it starts with a pistol. And I mean, that is just the start of a long, arduous, painful, stressful journey of focus and video gaming. I'm seeing Farley pulling out the AUG. That's exciting. Seeing 3 M4s, so they are prioritizing those long-range fights. They're going to try and keep them at arm's distance here, Chad.
Yeah, I think knowing that you're coming up against a 4-spawner map like Train, the rifles are probably a good call here. SMGs might just not cut the mustard as it's towards B we go. A quick Molotov drop by Zen. Mission accomplished, and Stico again getting caught on the flank, so things not starting well here. Farley is going to need to recover quite a few frags.
So loud. I think he must just be struggling with the mental. Charging up the ladder, Issa couldn't believe his luck.
Freebie and a half right there. Yeah. Communication could be a little bit off. Maybe the inflection in Zen's voice.
Oh, don't get me started. I'm the worst at that.
Inflection in voice.
Like I'll say,
calling.
when I'm saying some B, yep, I make it sound like there's 5B when I say some B.
Yeah.
You know, like, some B, I'm panicking, I'm throwing nades, it's awkward.
This is one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen, when you are playing the video game of Counter-Strike, is communication. I put so much stock and weight into it. So right now, if I'm Crystal, I've seen 2 out pop. Maiden's calling a couple as well. Dinks are done. He's saying one more close bomb.
Oh, we could do the comms for the team in a round.
We need X-ray off.
That's true. Oh, God, yeah.
We could do one of those rounds. We may as well. This game's been pretty flat.
Lack of a better word. Flat. Zen does get that frag, and it's only an MP9. If he could bop the head off Zen, there's a universe where he can play the time, but he's only got 30 seconds to be getting that bomb down, and that's Farley collecting a nice and quick headshot. So, Godsent, they weather the storm, maintain 2 of the 3 rifles they brought in. This was the reason why Maiden continuing to contribute before his aim was thrown up into the sky.
Let's do this, Rush. Let's have X-ray off and let's only focus on the CT. So are they 6-0 or are they 1-5?
That is 6-0.
All right, so let's just do 6-0. That means, ladies and gentlemen, against this eco, we'll only be watching the CTs with X-ray off. So we're going to give you an idea of what they see. So as they go out towards yard, Stico's going to be dropping a Molotov. That's one of their protocol nades to stop a rush. He's seen a nade come out from main over towards bomb train. That's all. Nothing else has been noted. They're hearing a deagle shot, so they know that there's a deagle in the server that they have to worry about at least one. That's all the information they have so far.
Everything else is just their procedures. I'm interested that you see him on green train. I imagine this is a decision Maiden's only made because of the absence of anything in yard, so he knows there's deagles, he knows there's no AWP, nothing to be worried about there.
It's pretty unusual that a player would slink out that side of the T main. So some unconfirmed damage with a nade. They don't know that MPK is low. First up, Maiden spotted 1. It's a deagle. He knows that damage is done, and Crystal has to mop this up. Now there's a gap towards main, so they need to be communicating that.
One more spotted Ivy, and there's no info main. They have no idea where they could be. Crystal's considering the potential for Olof and the push up towards Old Bomb. So he's going to rotate out. Bomb's in the hands of Farley, so he's just going to call Bombs outside.
He's caught out of position here. Crystal has no idea.
Yeah, he did do well to turn around, and Farley will finish off the job. Real neat, real tidy.
But they should know Issa was Ivy, right? Last spotted probably 30 seconds ago. He had the opening kill of the round. He's the individual who took down Maiden, and there you go. Stiko was looking towards that position. So just around there against an eco, nothing too crazy, just to show you guys how limited they are with the information that is delivered on the board.
Has Mantu got a spawn for that? He has. Does he go for the fast peek? He's been really hitting every shot he needed to on the CT side. So now he's got his favorite weapon and a good spawn for a fast main peek. Whether he goes Ivy, though, we've seen OG do have a tendency for wanting to establish control there early, and Orpa is often the candidate you'd submit. And does seem like Ivy will opt for the latter.
Okay, so we might actually get I was going to say a heads-up duel here, but Crystal's containing. So that early Molotov that lands is just to dissuade them for going early pressure. As they're making a couple more footsteps, that could be heard, but the run boost to get him across the other side, landing in the open, and now the smoke. So he might just take a pot shot to announce his presence, say, hey, the AWP's over this side of the map. And the options are waited out, which is roughly going to leave us to minute 5. Have lost main control in the flurry of this, so Ivy looks like that's where they want to put the majority of pressure. Lexi B won't have to deal with Stiko. He's not getting more inquisitive. I think he should know better than pushing again. Pissed around, he got taken out. That's one of the anti-ecos going up ladder. He dropped as well. And you can see just how disciplined OG are. They're walking all the way back. And the reason is because old boy Crystal would be able to hear them running if they were going elephant foot. Looks like they will just be reconvening, having a meeting over towards the box halls, and talking through the utility that they have remaining and how they want to apply it over towards the B bomb site. 2 individuals over there ready and waiting. It will be Zen and Stiko. There's 3 smokes, a Molotov and a flash. And on the other side of things, there's some HE. So as those nades come in, if they want to play a smoke molly defense, well, it'll be a HE defense. There's one of them. There's the other.
And that's the first frag. There's the second. Looks like Godsent's turrets are set up and operational, as all of them do just run into the meat grinder. Mantu's dead with a knife in his hand.
Okay. This might have something to it, Alex.
It certainly does look like we are in for the long haul. The CTs stringing together the first 4, weathering the storm of not only the pistol, the conversions, and the first buy, puts us into this state of affairs. This is where things get a little awkward for OG, and I swear, Chad, if we have to talk about another OG series where... what did Alexi say? You know, how many times am I 14-6 up, 13-6 up, and then we struggle to close it out? That being their main problem or one of their main issues. I significantly hope for their sake that this doesn't happen again.
There's a world. There's definitely a world.
And we live in a world, Chad.
We do. A big one. Feels small at times.
With people in the blur of your photographs, with lives as complex as your own.
Yeah, so if you're going down the street and you're having a bad day,
if you continue to spread that negative vibration through every person that you speak to,
it's like a virus.
You'll assume the world is as dark and gloomy as your mindset.
And it's not. I've been walking around smiling lately. I've been saying have a good day to everybody. Shouldn't tag no.
Costs you nothing and makes you feel good. Just do it for you. Be selfish. Be nice.
Yeah, it does actually make you feel good.
It does.
We're not even just saying it. It actually genuinely does.
We even release hormones when we smile, when we cuddle. Like, legit, just be happy.
Damn straight.
Zen, bit of a chance here. As that smoke fades, he's going to have to start pulling the trigger fast. He's trying to be ready for an anti-flash maneuver, and yeah, I think he thinks better of it. Incendiary, as they drop out their utility, they push straight through. NBK disrespecting, but he's sent back to the grave. So going 1 for 1, that's not a bad trade. Farley, he's got a lot to do here. And with Valda set up on oil, hang on.
This is problematic now.
Farom, why?
Well, the oil train position hard to clear for the Orpa, and up close towards main. They've taken a lot of space here, OG.
Really could get awkward. Farley, though, closing this gap is perfect. And he does catch the first. Can't deal with Alexi, though, and now it's all on to Crystal on 1v2. OG with just deagles. Kevlar vests. Crystal finding the kit. Nade won't kill Alexi, but it won't bring him lower. Just in line to 91. And he didn't spot it. Valda collects, and so do OG. Just as we plant a seed of doubt, they're quick to uproot it.
And it's needed.
Wouldn't have roots, it's a seed. Close enough.
Should I get a bonsai tree again? I know we had the bonsai tree whole debacle last time. I might just buy an already grown bonsai tree.
For anyone that doesn't know, by the way, Chad, a very well-read, smart, and capable individual, adult even, thought that he could, you know, pursue a, you know, in this new kind of revelation he's having personally.
Was last time we were here,
he could grow it. He could grow plants, and so Chad, you ordered bonsai tree seeds.
Yeah. Look, it only takes like 2 years to grow.
Yeah, it does. And you were like, I've just ordered a bonsai tree. We're all really excited for you.
And then seeds.
And then you let us know you ordered a sachet of seeds.
I didn't mean to order seeds. It was on
bloody hilarious. Bloody hilarious.
Just gonna go for the in-air execute again, everybody. Rush, you reckon there's a place where I can buy a bonsai tree?
Yes.
Most definitely. There's some botanists. I think that's the word. They're all over the place in Cologne.
All right, we might have to go out for a little bit of a look-see.
Botanists.
All right, it's the inner hit again. Bit of a variation this time round. They'll be teaming out of high ramp. Zen's been spammed. Alexi knows he's there, but still going to find the frag. So some fin-on-fin action to kick the round off.
And finally, this has joined the party as well. 3-on-3. Spray from NBK. Not far off from connecting onto the low HP of Maiden, but OG, they've tidied it up. They've found their weakness. And it's Inner, again, that works out for them. That 15 now posted. Godsent starting to fall a little too silent here. 2 consecutive for OG to not let this one slip away, not let this one spiral out of control. Issa containing the pop dog position. Mantu not going to miss that shot. So this is OG pretty much securing themselves train. This gets really difficult now for Godsent. It does seem like frustrations are starting to reach a peak. And a full force, yeah, this is nasty. So you've got Deagles, sidearms, scouts, and you're up against the full buy. Nades hurting, Steeko tilted.
It's never the way you want to start around. Grenades in the face, 24 HP, a Deagle, head armor. Crystal, though, with the scout over towards Ivy. It's going to get greeted with a couple of angry Ts. Volder trying to deal with a push as well. There's a lot going on the map right here. Volder dealt with one of the pushes of Farley. So we had simultaneous frags as he'll take down Zen. And this one's over, ladies and gentlemen. OG win.
Stick a fork in it. It's done.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. I wish there was a world. I wish there was.
Steeko.
Getting a bit Chico.
Yes, indeedo. 24 HP though. Should be impossible. Burnt, sound cue, and eliminated. That's 16-6. An OG convincing victory, and that's what they've been looking for. That's